If the electricity can't pass through it very well, it will be called an insulator. Do you know what this one is made of? I bet if I say some of it, you'll know what it is. Just feel. Tell me what you think it's made of. So, almost like a glass, right? Clay? Yeah, it's a ceramic. It's ceramic. So this won't let the electricity pass through. Okay? Where would you see these two? Have you ever seen them before? You've seen insulators before?
Yeah.
I bet you've seen them, you just haven't been this close to one before. When we look out, if you look out the window, if there are any wires real close out, any wires on the back, not touch anything else, then I would probably be okay. I would never try it because there's just too much current going through, too much voltage. But as long as you're not touching the ground and the electricity can't get to ground, you could be safe. In parts of Quebec, linemen do that now. They actually become energized with the line and they do their work. It's called hot work. And they work with the electricity, actually, they're inside the electric field. Okay? But if they ever touch ground, sometimes we get crows, and the crow lands on the transformer, which is energized. And sometimes when he goes to leave, his wing might touch the pole, and the pole is touching the... As soon as that happens, the electricity will go through the crow. It won't go back out on the wire, it'll go down the pole. And as soon as it meets the resistance of the pole, the crow dies instantly. Sometimes it burns his wing right off. I want you to put this glove on. You want to put this one on for a second?
Put it on, Sarah.
Just put your hand in. Now, I just want you to imagine being up in a pole in the middle of February and trying to tie two pieces of wire together with those clumsy gloves on. Can you imagine? You're trying to tie two pieces of gloves. So the lineman's work is very difficult. It's a very hard thing to do, to be working with those things on. Yeah. And you know what? They'll all tell you that when they get there and it's really hard to do, the automatic thing that you want to do is take the glove off and do it with your bare hands. And you just can't do it. So they've got to learn to do things with these gloves on. Yeah, that's what we'd all like to do, is turn off the power, but you know what? Then your moms and dads wouldn't be very happy with us. Because we do a lot of work on the lines. The insulators break down, and we've got to go out and replace them. We lose thousands of insulators a year. And if we had to turn the power off, that would be 1,000 times that you lost the power in your house during the year. And believe, and it's going to jump into her body. Do you know what that's called? It's called arcing. Okay? When there's a small enough distance for electricity to make the jump, we call it arcing. Okay, let's just move. And you can see in this one, it's really a lot better. As you can see, that her kite isn't touching, is it? It's not even touching the wires. But again, the electricity, it's jumping. Yeah, it's arcing. Right? You know what we prefer to do? Rather than Lauren going up and getting all full of sap and everything, we'd much prefer if Lauren called us, because we'd come down the body. Right? And the same with Susie back here. You know something all Susie had to do was give us a call, because we would much prefer, and we really like it when people... In this case, this here was Fred. Fred couldn't see the ball game. So he said, well, I got to go up and adjust the antenna. And besides having them for TVs, a lot of people have them for the ham radios. Radio operators, you see a lot of big, tall antennas. A lot of them are really close to the power lines, and we've got some real concerns about it. We can't do anything, unfortunately. We can't come and say, look, there's enough voltage there that Marlene's going to be in big trouble. She's got her ladder against the pole, okay? So now she's already in contact with the pole that's in contact with the wires. And as soon as she reaches up to the cat, what happens?
What's in her hand?
Oh, that's just a little thing to call the pussycat down. She's teasing the cat. She's waving this little stick. Or something to attract electricity in our case. Doesn't give any help. Okay, now people in the car are okay. Why is this person getting a shot? No, she's not even touching. Look, she's only close to the car. But electricity. Are we having a lot of fun? Isn't this better than being in school?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, better than being at work too. Shut off the video camera. Yes, but you know what? They beat the locks off. And I have no idea.
Because they're stupid.
I really wonder sometimes, you know. But they do, they beat the locks off.
I know,
And
I've got an older brother.
he's not here, I hope. Oh, okay. But yeah, they beat the locks off and they try to open up the transformer. Okay?
Oh yeah.
And sure enough, when you open that transformer and you get up that pole and you try to get your cat and you can't remember which button is which, you're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, but there's a lot actually, this transformer is a great one. There's a tremendous amount of electricity.
It's getting hurt a lot.
Pardon?
That person there is getting hurt a lot.
I know, she's the worst hazard handler person that you could ever run into.
I
So these
thought she's still
Padman
living.
transformers in around your bathtub or your sink. Even though we have these ground fault receptacles and stuff, it's quite possible if you're in a tub and you've got enough water there, it would only take a flash for you to be electrocuted. And this person is listening to the radio, no big deal, but you know something? The signal goes funny on the radio. That ever happened to you? And you have to turn the dial a little tiny bit, and when she reaches out, his toaster goes out.
Yeah.
I'm going to have this down pat the next time. You know what? This is Johnny's fault. Because he made me skip. When I was going along, see, I know that this button is the top row, this is the middle row, and now Johnny made me skip over to the car.
The middle row, the last one on it.
Yeah, she's on this one. She reaches out to the radio, and she gets electrocuted. She's in the tub, and water is a great...
What?
Water is a great conductor. So she's just sitting...